I woke up this morning to the news of another school shooting, this time in Madison, Wisconsin. You know, it's like every time I hear about these things, it hits harder. We're gonna break down what happened, but man, it's not gonna be easy. So let's just get into it. It's times like these when we really need to come together as a community, as a country. So here's what we know. 3 people died in this shooting. A teacher, a teenage student, and the shooter herself. It's heartbreaking, you know. 9 people in total were injured, including those 3 who died. 2 students, they're fighting for their lives right now with life-threatening injuries. 4 others, they're being treated, but their injuries aren't life-threatening. And 2, they've been released from the hospital already. It's like every number represents a life changed forever. Now, about the shooter. She's been identified as Natalie Rupnow, also known as Samantha. She was just 15 years old. 15, can you believe that? The police, they think she might have taken her own life, but they're waiting on the official report from the medical examiner. The weapon used was a handgun, a 9mm pistol. They found it at the scene. And get this, a second-grade student, a kid, called 911 at 10:57 a.m. to report the shooting. A second grader. I mean, can you imagine being that young and having to make that call? So everyone's trying to figure out why this happened. The police, they don't have a motive yet. But you know, does it even matter at this point? Lives have been lost, families are shattered. Now the big wigs are all weighing in. President Biden, he condemned the shooting, called for stricter gun laws. The Wisconsin governor, Tony Evers, he ordered flags to be flown at half-staff. And the Madison mayor, Satya Rhodes Conway, she's calling for more efforts to prevent gun violence. But you know what? It's like we've heard all this before. After every shooting, it's the same song and dance. When are we actually going to see some real change? When are we going to do something that actually makes a difference? Look, I don't have the answers. I wish I did. But what I do know is that we can't keep letting this happen. We can't keep losing our kids, our teachers, our future. It's on all of us to demand change, to make our schools safe. Because if we don't, who will? Stay safe out there, guys, and hug your loved ones a little tighter tonight. We've got to do better. We've got to be better. For the kids in Madison and for kids everywhere.